Now that you've clocked some time at the range and know your way around a firearm, you've decided it's time to make a purchase. There are tons of emotions wrapped up in buying a gun and so many things to consider. It can be a bit overwhelming, but not to worry. We will follow a few ladies in their gun shopping journey and get plenty of advice from experts who will set you on the path to gun ownership in this episode of Love at First Shot. I'm Natalie Foster, and this is Love at First Shot, sponsored by Smith Wesson. So what do you need to know when you're buying your first gun? Well, we came all the way to Atlanta to get you some tips and walk through the process. I'm here at Sandy Springs Gun Club with Casey Retterer, who happens to be the director of training, and that makes him the perfect person to talk to about buying your very first gun. Now, when it comes to buying your first gun, it can be very overwhelming. Tell me where you even start.
Taking some good training courses is a very good idea. I would highly recommend that to anybody that's looking at getting a gun. And I would recommend doing that before you buy the gun. That'll give you a really good idea. Do I like this gun? Do I like that gun? Do I want one that's smaller, bigger? Before you make the commitment and spend the money.
Tell me what I'm looking for in a gun salesperson.
Somebody that is willing to spend the time with you. I think one of the biggest red flags you can see in a salesperson is if you come up to the counter and you kind of just get this idea that they think, oh, you're a woman, you can't handle this other gun, so I'm going to give you a revolver because it's easy to use. There's no way that somebody behind the counter that's never met you, doesn't know you, can tell you what gun is right for you.
Now that we know what to expect, we'll meet up with Chloe, who's recently decided she's ready to start looking into buying her first gun.
Give me a little bit of an idea of what are we looking to get a gun for? Is this for defense? Is this for fun? Is this just kind of getting into competition? Where are we at?
Well, I would think it's more of a hobby, but definitely I would like to utilize it if the situation comes.
So kind of a blend of a couple of them.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I would steer you probably more towards a larger size pistol. The reason for that, the smaller guns end up actually having more recoil, so they're usually less comfortable to shoot. A firearm like this is a Smith Wesson M&P series. This is their full size. This one is chambered in a 9mm. There's also full-size revolvers that are out there. That's basically the first decision that you get to make. Do I want a revolver? Do I want a semi-automatic? And they have their own advantages and disadvantages. The revolver basically uses a rotating or revolving cylinder. On a revolver, your hand gets 100% of the recoil. One of the disadvantages of the revolver system. On a semi-automatic, I have a moving slide. This one soaks up a little bit of the recoil for you, so it's not quite as stout. At the end of the day, you can't make a really good decision until you actually go try them out. We've got 3 different types of guns to think about. We've got 2 different sized revolvers, so that'll give you a good idea in terms of the recoil differences between full size and the subcompact. And then we brought the Smith & Wesson M&P back in to give you an idea of the semi-automatic.
First up, Chloe will be shooting the semi-automatic.
Good. Okay, 2 things to notice. Number 1, the firearm locked back, right? So now I can check and make sure there's nothing in there. I know it's safe. Number 2, you just nailed that bullseye.
Next, Casey has her try the full-size revolver.
Excellent. Good, 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 good. All right. Did you like it? Not like it? A little different?
A little different.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a longer pull, kind of more of an anticipation.
It about doubles the weight that it takes to squeeze that trigger. This is generally 10 to 12 pounds of pressure, whereas the M&P is about 5 to 6 pounds.
Finally, she'll shoot the subcompact.
There you go. What do you think? You've shot all 3. Do you like one more than the other?
Oh, I like them all, but definitely gonna have to go with...
All right, good. The semi-automatic.
Yes.
Awesome.
So you found something that you feel like you really like.
I do. I find it very comfortable.
It seems to fit exactly what you're wanting to do with it.
Kate has more experience with firearms than Chloe, but is looking for some advice before making her final decision.
Well, I live by myself, and not that I don't feel unsafe, but it would be nice to have the added benefit of maybe a little extra security.
What you're looking for is a little guidance along this process, right, of buying your first gun.
Yes, I would like to have somebody who knows what they're doing. My brothers, dad, mom have one, but I think everyone's style, so to speak, is different.
Yeah.
And, you know, your purpose and function of the gun does play a part.
Hey, Casey.
Hey, guys.
How are
doing
you?
today? I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. Okay, so we've got Kate here.
Hey, Kate. I'm Casey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are we doing?
Well, Kate is ready to buy her very first gun.
That's super exciting. Is this for defensive type of thing? Is this for fun? A little bit of both? Where are we at?
Well, it's more so for defense.
Excellent. So these are two good options for you. This one's obviously a little bit more on the small side of things. It's probably going to be a little less in terms of recoil as well. It is a 380, which is a little bit less than this one, which is a 9mm. So it kicks a little bit less, has a little less stopping power, but both of them are ample power enough. One of the most important things when you're buying a gun is, how does it fit my hand? Do I like the way it fits in terms of the ergonomics? Does it actually feel comfortable, as well as, is it too heavy? Is it too light? Things like that.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let you actually hold them.
Great.
Right.
I guess I'll pick this one up first. Yeah. Correct?
That is correct.
It's lighter than I thought it would be. Yeah. This one feels good too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like it more, like it less?
I think I like how small it is.
Yep, it's a big
It
advantage.
definitely makes me feel like it was meant for my hand, more so.
Kind of just a good fit then, huh?
I think I really like this one.
All right, you want to try that one then?
I think so.
Excellent. This is the form that we're going to need you to fill out. This is from the ATF. It's basically going through all the your personal information on here, and we're going to do a background check on you. All right, Kate, you're good to go.
Thank you so much.
Of course, enjoy your new gun.
Hey, thanks.
All right.
You guys have a good one.
Thank you.
Walk me through the whole process and what you felt.
Well, Casey was very helpful. He showed me a few different guns. I got to hold them. I knew right off the bat I didn't really want a revolver, so he was not pushy, which was nice. I feel really excited about what I got. It's lightweight, and it's gonna serve its purpose if needed.
So when are you gonna go shoot it?
Probably today.
Yeah, there you go. Of course, safety is always the highest priority when we're handling and storing guns. Keeping that in mind, we have another great Cabela's checklist to show you. Being a safe and responsible gun owner means taking care of and maintaining your firearms regularly. And a great way to do that is with this incredibly handy and complete cleaning kit from Otis. They're a great female-founded company that has made some serious advancements for the gun community as a whole, and I'm a huge fan of their products. This one in particular has just about everything you need for keeping your growing gun collection in tip-top shape. Moving on to safe storage of your gun, one of the first tools you'll need in your box of safety is a trigger lock like this one. And we've got our CERT training gun to demonstrate it. It unlocks here, and the bar goes through the trigger guard around the trigger to hold it in place. I know a lot of people like to use this as an added security measure in addition to a safe or a lockbox for guns they might not need to use for a while. And now you're ready to go buy that first gun. And I know you want to take some selfies with it. So send them over to us at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We can't wait to see what gun you choose. Enjoy every minute of it and share the love with others. Until next time, thanks for watching Love at First Shot, sponsored by Smith Wesson. You've purchased your first gun, and now it's time to make it your own. We'll get some advice from NRA news commentator Collion Noir, and then head to Wisconsin to learn about Duracoat firearm finishes.